Hey everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's Anthony and Nick at Talk and Review, and today we're coming with what I hope is an exclusive. I don't think I've seen anything from this house anywhere. It's not to say that it's not been done, but it's our exclusive. We like to feel special. So we're going to be talking about 3 fragrances from a house that I've been in contact with for a good couple of months now. Probably towards the end of last year, I was in contact with the owner of this house to discuss their range and what they've got on offer. And this is a house that is located in New York, and it is the House of Gadon. And the owner, Patrick, and I, as I said, I've been talking about that. So he was very, very kind, very, very generous, and sent 3 samples over. So we're going to go into the 3 fragrances we've got today and give you a little bit about more detail about what they smell like, and we're going to go over whether or not we like them.
Yeah, let's do this.
So quickly, just before we go into the actual fragrances themselves, a little bit about the company House of Gadon. So they do ship internationally, but currently using international rates and things like that. So shipping costs will vary depending on in the world where you are. In terms of exclusivity, they are currently only available on the website, which we will put in the description below, just in case you are interested. But they do have plans to expand from the website for more like point of sale contacts and things like that. So you might see them over in America in a few more places in the future. Who knows? And they are eventually looking to expand over into the UK, but at the minute they're solely trying to focus their expansion in the US. So let's go into them. So the first one we're going to go over is Spirit Sublime. So whilst Nick gives it a spray, I'm just going to take a look at some details on here and give you the note breakdown for this one. So Spirit Sublime, in the top we have Seville Orange and Ozonic Accord. In the mid we've got Aquatic Jasmine Accord. And in the base we've got Amberwood, Ambergris and a Salty Accord. So what are you thinking so far?
It's interesting. Do
you like it?
I'm not sure. There's something in it. I can't pick up what it is. Read out the notes again.
So the notes, so we'll go over them. So you got Seville Orange and an Ozonic Accord in the top. I don't know what that accord is comprised of. And you've got Aquatic Jasmine Accord. Again, I don't know what that is comprised of. And you've got Amberwood, Ambergris and Salty Accord. So I'm expecting the dry down to be quite salty.
Very. I think that Ambergris...
Because Ambergris is really salty anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, and the salt. Yeah, but this... I wouldn't deem it as your normal aquatics that you'd think of, like your Bulgaris and stuff like that. This is I don't know, it's a deep sort of aquatic.
Yeah, it's it's almost kind of like a photorealistic type sea salt, isn't it? Like, it's got an earthiness to it, I think, which I don't know where the earthiness comes from. I don't know what Aquatic Jasmine Accord. I don't know what aquatic jasmine is, but I can only assume that it's coming from that. But it's got an earthy, salty accord, I think. It makes it feel a little dirty, I think. It's not... When I read the notes, I was expecting sea salt. I was expecting a normal aquatic that you would get from a normal aquatic fragrance. This is not what you get at all from this one. It feels like it could be like the bottom of the ocean, like the very ground of the ocean. If you pick that up and smell it, that's what it feels like it could smell like. It's a very unique smell.
I think I just got like, I don't know, if you've gone somewhere and there's like loads of rocks near the sea, and if you stuck your nose in the rocks, you'd probably smell something like that.
Yeah. And I think the more it's drying, the saltier I'm getting. Which is nice if you like that kind of thing. I don't know if that's something that I would personally wear, but I feel like when you read the notes and what it's inspired by, you kind of understand where it's coming from. So the next one we have is called Love in Soho. So Nick's going to do the spray. I'll read out the notes as we did last time. So the top note for this one is bergamot and orange. The mid note is geranium and lavender, and the base note is rose and patchouli. So I'm expecting this to be quite fruity, quite earthy. And the inspiration by this one, it's inspired by Soho in New York, as per the name. The art, the graffiti, and the energy of Soho. So I'm expecting it to be quite an urban thing. So it's maybe kind of similar to like Gallivant, I guess.
It's definitely fruity. Yeah, really fruity. So it's not in your face. It's quite toned down.
I can smell that from here. Yeah, you're getting. I just get rose. I get rose from that, and a little bit of bergamot. I think it's definitely very, very different to the Spirit Sublime. Very, very different to that. I've never been to Soho, but if this is what it smells like,
try again.
I'd like to go. It smells very different on here.
Something quite sharp. It's like there's something sharp in this that's mixed with the sort of citrusy notes. I think did you say it was rose?
Yeah.
Do you think, would you wear this? Do you think this is more male or female?
I think this is described as a unisex fragrance. I think, if I'm being honest, I can't remember. I would have to check the website, and I'll leave it on the screen after I've checked. But I think these are all marketed as unisex fragrance.
Okay.
But yeah, with the fruitiness coming out of this, the rose and the florals that are coming out of this, yeah, I think you're looking more female. I feel like this is more.
They'd be more attracted
it's more
to that one.
it's more female leaning. It's nice. It's nice. I do quite like this one.
Out of the two, I prefer this one so far.
Yeah, I agree. And then last one of the three we have. I'm probably going to butcher this, so I apologise, Patrick, if I get it wrong. Fleur de Lab. Fleur de Lab. Fleur de Lab. I ain't got a clue. I don't know how that's done. So Nick's going to give it a spray while I go over the notes. So you got top notes of citrus and lily of the valley, mid notes of jasmine and a lavender accord, and the base notes of vanilla and white amber. So I'm expecting this with lily of the valley to be top note. I'm expecting this to be quite a floral type deal straight away. I actually quite like lily of the valley. And this is inspired by the calmness of the lavender and the intoxication of vanilla. So this is more around the actual ingredients themselves rather than any one inspiration about something.
There's something in this that I like, and I don't know if it's the vanilla.
You do love a vanilla.
I do love a vanilla. And I don't know if it's the same vanilla that's in Istanbul.
Which is a cracking vanilla.
By Gallivant. It's interesting because I'm finding it hard to pick out
the notes.
Yeah, the notes individually.
Which gives a good indication of a good blend. Yeah, you get. I feel like you do get the lily straight away off the top. Like that's what I'm getting. I'm getting floral more than anything on here. Like I'm waiting for vanilla, but jasmine and lily. Again, this is just very, very floral.
I think it was when I'm wafting it, I was getting that sort of that little hint of the vanilla from Istanbul.
No, you're right. You're right. I think in the air it smells different to on the card. Now, bearing in mind, all three of these are on tester strips, so make of it what you will. Obviously, you're only going to get as much as you can get from a tester strip and not on skin. So I imagine they might develop a little bit better on skin. That's floral. That's all I'm getting from this one. But like you said, if you do this, the vanilla does come through.
Yeah. Which
is interesting because you would imagine that if you're wearing this, the scent trail that you're leaving is probably going to be vanillic.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
It's really. I like it. I like it. Again, this is for me up close. It is more feminine leaning. I feel like you could get away with it either one, if I'm being honest. But because it's more florally to my nose than anything. I feel like it's more feminine leaning.
Yeah, I agree.
So, out of the three, Nick, which was your favourite?
Yeah, this one. Love in Soho was my favourite. Then I'd probably go for the Fleur de Lab and then Spirit Sublime.
I think I would go with Fleur de Lab as my favourite, Love in Soho second, then Spirit Sublime third. So we're pretty much there on both of them. Lastly, we'll talk about price. So a 10ml bottle of this is going to cost $30, and there is also a 60ml bottle that ranges at $120 as well. Like I said, exclusively on the House of Gadon website, which we will link below if you are interested in taking a look. Before we sign off, we just want to say a really big thank you to Patrick over at House of Gadon for really generously sending these 3 10ml bottles. And just talking to him as well, genuinely nice guy. So thanks very much for sending them over. So that's our review on the 3 fragrances from the House of Gadon. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Have any of you, probably more the people in America, have any of you tried anything from the House of Gadon? If you have, let us know what you think as well. Make sure you hit that like button and click the subscribe button for future content as well. We've got some good stuff on both our fragrance and our movie side, so stay tuned for that. And we'll see you on the next review. And until then, peace.